Quick heads up before we dive in, I just dropped a brand new Roblox UGC, the Waist Jacket set, inspired by none other than Sin Kisk from Guilty Gear, which is easily one of my all-time favorite characters. It comes in clean black, white, and gray options, all designed to pair perfectly with the metal arm variant I released a bit earlier. I've got even more colors planned for the future, but for now, go check it out and see if it works for you. Tell me down below in the comments what characters or ideas you want to see next, especially if you're into Guilty Gear, because there's more on the way. Join the group and follow me on Roblox to stay in the loop for upcoming UGC drops. What's up guys, it's Punchy, and today we're here once again with another weekly Deepwoken update. There's some cool content here to check out, and I'll do my best to test and tell you what you need to know. Anyway, if you somehow missed out on last week, we received one of the most game-breaking additions Deepwoken has ever seen. Of course, I'm talking about Paralytic Dust, the one-shot combo setup sleep bell, and yeah, it's been an absolute menace for the past week. Regardless, we're moving forward, and let's discuss this week's update. As always, the best way to experience everything new is to actually hop in game and try it out for yourself. So make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Now, onto some deeper backend changes. Optimization has once again been improved to give the overall gameplay a smoother feel. This time around, a lot of the focus was on some client-side performance, especially tied to lighting and atmosphere. So, elements like shadows, rain, and reflections should run more efficiently, and on top of that, there's even more internal tweaks that have sped up client-side action. To be fair, you won't see any major visual differences, but under the hood, the game should feel snappier and more reactive. Hopping in game, we got a visual rework for one of Deepwoken's newest legendaries, the Red Death. This weapon, a hybrid of Shadowcast and Bloodrend, has always carried that theme in its design, and it still kept it. Originally, it looked like a massive red and black fence post, which is intimidating, sure, but now it's a little bit more refined. The latest patch gave it a glowing spear tip that emits a slick Shadow Blood particle effect, alongside some floating blades and a sharper, more defined engraving on the tip of the blade. It's a big step up in detail and style, and honestly, I'm a fan, so check it out in game. Besides the changes cosmetically, this thing also has new gameplay with a whole new critical. In combat, if you use a running critical, the user does an EX version of the base crit with even more stabs and a finisher with some exploding shadow pillars. The windup and stun time of the attack is actually kind of crazy for the user, and most times it's going to be hard to use. The final hit of the first barrage, instant guard breaks, popping blocks instantly, and of course the bonus shadow and blood will proc on the explosion. Besides the new crit, there's also been a stat adjustment with a weight buff and pen increase, which may be kinda strong. With that being said, hopefully these new changes bring forth new gameplay with the weapon, but the Red Death barely scratches the surface of using what's possible with, I guess, a hybrid element. So, on to balancing, we got a few crazy changes here that I want to highlight, so let's get into it. For starters, with a nerf to one of my favorite interactions in Deepwoken, Insignia Gems will no longer reduce the windup of Sightless Beam. In the past, Blindseers would hit any stun mantra with an Insignia Gem to set up and instantly cast Sightless Beam, which was pretty consistent and difficult to escape. Personally, I'm a bit sad this combo move is gone, but it makes sense because, you know, it was dealing crazy damage and it was just insane. Moving on to something I didn't really expect, Disguise is no longer going to be a ritual cast mantra. Essentially, in current day Deepwoken, nobody really uses this mantra. It's not for trolling, not for anything, just nobody picks it. But in this patch, it's now possible to instantly turn into a disguised object with the press of a button without any of the Osu ritual casting. Besides that, it's also much harder to find players in Disguise using Rhythm, which is appreciated to say the least. Will this make Disguise meta? No, probably not, but it should be a bit easier to use. So, with another stealth buff and a murmur change, TACET is now fully immune to Rhythm. So, apparently, this was supposed to be something in-game from the start, but it actually never worked, so now it's rock, paper, scissors, TACET beats Rhythm's detection. And with that, this week's content comes to a close. As always, hop in game for weekly Battle Royale and check out all the new stuff too. Tell me down below what you think, because I always tell the devs and I want to see what you guys are saying. Thanks once again to all the supporters who motivate me daily and help directly by being a member. If you want to join, do so down below. Besides that, my own personal Discord, Guild Discord, and my UGC group are linked down below, so check them out. Thank you once again, and make sure to like and subscribe. It's punching time.